contribute to the economy of the country.
Solidarity forever.
NIC Kenya comprised of 7 unions. Force or to put mechanism in place to allow or to tell the employers, including the government itself, to have permanent and pensionable employees in place. Reason being, even the government lose revenue by allowing precarious work in their own country, because precarious work are those types of jobs that have got no security. A worker who goes on duty today is paid at the end of the day, and the following day he doesn't know whether he will be given a job or not. By doing that, the government is losing the revenue, because if this particular person is employed on permanent and pensionable, the government will be granted by collecting pay as you earn from that particular worker, and then our economy will grow, and the government will have no need to borrow from donor countries. What we are trying to say is that the issue of outsourcing should be stopped by the government itself, starting by not contracting contractors in their own ministries. Our young ladies and the brothers who are being transported to Saudi Arabia countries for the domestic jobs, the Ministry of Labor and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs should be in collaboration to stop or to give restriction measures not to allow such a practice to take place. If they want to transport workers from Kenya to outside Kenya for employment, then that contract should be between a country to a country, not through an agent. Through an agent are the ones that are exploiting the workers, because the agent who is signing a contract with a worker, taking him to Saudi Arabia, is taking that particular employee to another contractor again. So now you will find that a worker is being subcontracted to another contractor. When he was leaving this country, he was promised a decent job, that he is going to work in a hotel, he is going to work in a certain company, promised a good salary. But when he reaches to Saudi Arabia, he is again being given to another employer or another agent based in Saudi Arabia. Now is being taken to somebody's house as a house girl or a house boy. My appeal to the newly elected government, I think the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Alfred Mutua, and our new labor officer, Florence Bore, they have to collaborate and make sure that this kind of discrimination being done to our employees in Saudi Arabia is going to stop.
We are saying that we want to see employers who are ready to sit on a negotiating table with the employees and collectively negotiate terms and conditions of their employment, whereby people will have contracts, people will have defined terms and conditions of employment, people will have salaries that are decent, people would have the kind of work that they do is decent. As at now, what we see is more of non-standard forms of employment. There is no collective bargaining. People cannot even enjoy social protection, and it is really pathetic. So we want to call upon the government to ensure that the jobs that we have are decent. They are jobs that can give our people livelihoods, that can give them the dignity that they deserve.